Hi there, it's Edith from Love and Life. I'm back again today with card number 3 in the series I'm doing 12 Days of Christmas Cards, Watercolor Christmas Cards. And I've decided to do just some simple Christmas trees. You can see they're lightly drawn on my paper, and I'm just going to paint them, turn on some music, if I can figure out how, and enjoy painting. And so I'm just using my same paint, my Daniel Smith and my Sennelier. I'll tell you the colors as I use them. And I have a size 4, a size 6, and a size 2 brush. They're just some student grade brushes that I bought on Amazon. So go ahead and come with me and we'll paint. I'm going to start out with some green. All right, to begin with, I'm going to need some green colors, and I'm not in love with the green that I have, so I think I'll mix some paint. I'm taking this lemon yellow that I have, and I'll mix it first of all with some forest green. And, well, no, I'm going to mix it with some ultramarine blue. Sorry, got confused. And see what green I come up with. Just a little bit of ultramarine blue, and we'll see what color green that is. I kind of like that color. It's an interesting color. I think I'm going to do wet on wet today. So let me water down the inside of my little tree here, and we'll just drop the paint in after I get it all wet. I just love these little straight trees. I've seen them all over. And I just thought I could paint some of these cute little trees for a card to give to my loved ones. And then I thought, you know, I'm not very good at drawing stars, so I decided I'd just put a little heart at the top, because a heart and love and Christmas all go together. So that's what I decided to do. All right, let me drop in a little bit of my green paint. This is going to be a different color of tree, but I kind of like the color. It's kind of a sagey, nice color. I'll let it just do its thing. I like that. I think that's really pretty. Let me, I'm out of, okay, I gotta stay. I'm worried about staying in my boundaries so you can see what I'm doing. I'm so used to pulling my card down more toward me, so I've got to be careful. I'm going to just drop in a little bit of this green too and see what it does. I got to be careful, I don't want too much of it, but it's not wet enough. Let me just wet it a little. That's really, really pretty. I like it. I'm going to just slide my brush down this side. Make sure that my tree is all covered with some kind of paint. Okay, the first tree is ready. It's finished. We're going to let that dry, and we'll start on tree number 2. All right, we're back for tree number 2. Let me go ahead and water the inside of this tree. And we'll drop some paint. I think this time maybe we'll just do the forest green. It's my Sennelier Forest Green, and we'll see if we like it for the second tree. Now you want this to be wet, but you don't want it to be sopping wet. You want it to be just wet enough that you can drop your paint in and it can spread, but you don't want it to be pooling above on your paper. Just wet it. All right, I think we're ready. I think we'll just put some of this forest green in, and then we'll add to it if we need. Oh, that's so bright, or so dark, I should say. That's dark. It's really pretty, but it's kind of dark. Maybe I could add some, I'm just going to add a little bit of Hansa yellow in my Daniel Smith colors and see what that does. I have a lot of water on there after I told you not to do that. I think I've gotten some from adding more color. Now if you have too much water, you can just take your brush and sop up some of that water, and then just dab it onto your cloth. I have some tissue here that I'm just gonna get some of that up a little bit because I have too much. All right, now let me go ahead and continue to drop some of these colors. This is the forest green again from my Sennelier. It's just a pretty color. It's just really, really dark. But I love that it's a little bit different than the first tree. So it's nice to have a variety. Let me get just a little bit more. Maybe I'll just get my brush a little bit wet and drag some of this color up to the top. I don't want too much color on my brush or too wet, either one. See how you can lighten that color and pull it up if you like. Just pull this down a little. Make sure we have plenty of color. All right, now I'm just going to drop in just a little bit more of it up here. We just need a little more on the sides. All right, I'm kind of liking that. Isn't that pretty? All right, let's do number 3. Now, what should I mix for number 3? Maybe we'll try a whole different set of colors, or maybe we could do a little forest green mixed with, I mixed forest green with the first one. I have Viridian blue, but it's more of a turquoise. I'm not sure that it would look good in this setting with the other colors. Let's see, I have phthalo green, Viridian green, and forest green. Phthalo green is kind of a lime green. I guess I could mix some phthalo green with, I think I'll mix some phthalo green with some Hansa Yellow Deep. And we'll see what we get. It's always fun to mix because it's a surprise to me what I'm going to get. I want to make a chart so that I know what the colors do with each other, but I have not done that yet. All right, let me add just a little more green, and then I'll show you what color we've got, which I really think is nice. It's kind of like the first one. You can see the yellow in it though. See that yellow peeking out from the Hansa Yellow Deep? I love that. My brush is going to drip, and I don't want to drip on my page. All right. That's pretty. That's really pretty. They're all the same and just a little different, which is what I like. 3 different trees, 3 different colors, some variety. All right, I'm just going to drop in some drops of just straight green, just to see if I like it a little more. I like it when it has a little bit of shading, I guess I should say. Get a little bit of water, put a little water on it. I need more than that. Just drop a little water. That might have been too much water. Just to give it some character. I love that. Love that little splash of water character. All right, there we go. Let's let this dry. And we'll come back and we'll do the little, well, I can probably start on the little trunks. Let me do the trunks. Let's do warm sepia, I think would be a good color for the trunks. It's kind of a dark, well, it's warm sepia is what I have. I don't know if I said warm. I may have said dark. Just warm sepia is just a brown color that I think is great for a tree trunk. We'll just do them all that color. So I'm wanting to know if any of you are doing Christmas cards. I'd love to see what you're doing. Even if they're not watercolor, I'd love to see if you're scrapbooking or just drawing or whatever you do. If you're watercoloring and making something, please post me a picture. I don't want this to touch my green. That would be a disaster. So I think I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to let that dry. And I'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, the bottom of this, or this last tree is not quite dry yet, but I think we'll go ahead and paint the heart because the heart is dry enough. And I think I'm going to choose Carmine. It is a Snellier color and it's really pretty kind of pinkish red. I think it will make a really cute heart at the top of this tree. There we go, isn't that cute? You don't want a lot of water on your brush. You just want a little water and little paint. And this one's not going on as good as I'm trying to tell you how to do this. It definitely has a mind of its own sometimes. That one didn't work for me as well as the first. This side isn't quite right. There, that's a little better. Looks bigger than the first one though. I might have to make the first one a little bigger. And then this last one, alright, I need to fill this one in better with more paint. Cute, they're gonna be cute. Cute little hearts. I wish the other two were as cute as this first one. I'm going to have to make it a little bigger because it's smaller than the other two. Okay, we're gonna let that be. That's good enough. And now I'm going to try to fill in the bottom of this warm sepia. Let me get more paint. Okay, let's try going over this one just a little bit more. Make it just a little bit darker. All right, I think that's good. Let's let everything dry up, and then I'm going to come back and we'll finish up our card. Okay, the card is dry. Let's go ahead and finish. I'm going to write joy on the front of the card, just with a permanent marker. You can draw this beforehand, or you can just freehand it like I'm doing. Okay, I'm just going to fill in these lines a little bit, make it a little bit darker. And I hope I don't ruin it. That's a little dark right there. That's a little much. Okay, that's gonna be okay, I think. And you have to remember when you're doing this, this is fun. This is not stress. It's just fun. It's just a Christmas card. And your family is going to love it. And they're not going to look at every little tiny imperfection. Now I'm going to sign my card. think you should always sign your card and the year. All right, the front is finished. Now I'm going to the inside, and I wrote out the words wishing you a joyful Christmas because it says joy on the front. So let me finish those up with my same black marker. I like to do this part with pencil first, just to make sure that it's all in sync a little bit. This isn't perfect, but just to make sure it looks even on the page a little bit better than if I just were to freehand it, because I'm not very good at it. Wishing you a joyful Christmas. Then I'm going to leave that heart, and I'm going to do it red. Now let's go down on all the down motions. Let's color it in a little darker. That's the secret, to make it look a little more polished. See how that just accents that a little bit, makes it look a little better. Okay, I've messed up that, but it'll be okay. This is going to be so fun to give to my family. I want to give one to all of my grandkids too, because I think they'll just love it. Some of them are older grandkids, and so I think they'll appreciate them. Now my lines are showing underneath what I'm painting or what I'm going over, but I'm going to wait till morning before I erase to make sure I don't have any smudging. Last time I were to erase, I had smudging, and I don't want any smudging. So okay, let me get my, maybe we'll just paint the heart. Let me get a little brush out, and we'll just paint this heart the same color that we painted the hearts on the front. It's this carmine red. It's kind of a pinky red. It's the red in the Sennelier colors. But you can use any red or any colors for any of this card that you like. And there we go. All right, as soon as that dries, I will erase, and the card is finished. Okay, I just want to show you the finished Christmas card. Joy, this is the outside, and this is the inside. We need to, I need to erase those little lines, but other than that, the card is finished, ready for me to give to one of my loved ones. Didn't take very long. I hope you're all joining me I hope you're enjoying yourself. I hope you're painting or scrapbooking or doing something fun you like, and I hope you'll share with me. And we'll just see you soon with card number 4. Bye.